this map specifically. So it should be a very interesting one. Both these two teams, various records when it does come down to the hard point, but on this all new map, things can get maybe a little bit mixy where you wouldn't want to see if you're an OpTic Texas fan.
Well, I mean, look, the mix is something that these guys can thrive in. Like, Ton, let me tell you, OpTic is a good Rio team, but it is truly a square-up match because, as you pointed out, ROKKR looked great as well off the opening break. Super solid as well. Team kill might hurt you a little bit, but you're still in control of that time, and we've already seen his name pop up in the feud a few times. Accuracy and Vivid, in my mind, the men to watch from ROKKR. You can see OpTic really just flooding in, trying to find those extra kills. Can't quite get them. ROKKR built themselves a nice little lead.
Yeah, good play coming in from ROKKR already. 23 seconds on the clock, and thinking about this rotation, which will be coming in very, very shortly. Trying to find some kills over towards the middle, and eventually Shotzi and Dashi finding a break on through in some time, if only a few seconds, on the side of OpTic.
Damn, bro, accuracy almost flipped spawns right there. That was a big gunfight.
Quite managed to find it. OpTic Texas now in control, over towards the market side. dibgho going to try and come through the front door here. A couple of kills potentially going to fall their way. Got to find the first feud if you wanted to try and find this break. Lin's Awakening starting to find them. Contestants here.
And that contest might just continue. I mean, Shotzi flies out, not actually getting the time, but yeah, this is a hill where the angles can just be out of control. The cars you can look under, the weird places you can play by, the pillars. That's really the hot dog stand that is seemingly indestructible. But
bro, Pred is 0-4. Holy.
Put in to actually win this rotation.
And accuracy's shitting. Holy shit.
The kills, accuracy goes on a 4 spree, and now maybe for ROKKR, you've got these guys actually pinned so far deep in your spawn. You imagine that rotation in P3 is going to be completely free. So this is the hill that OpTic did a nice job on the rotation, but simply could not get enough time and still continue to be on the back foot.
Yeah, you 100% take that as a win if you're ROKKR, right? Probably lose out on the majority of the time that was up on offer, but you really do limit OpTic Texas to only the minimal amount. Over towards P3 now as the lobby will get underway. Accuracy going to just try and hold it from the back side. Doesn't want to get overflooded over towards this point. If he
Damn,
can,
good shot, Stashy.
That might break things up.
Oh,
Potential
wait.
pinch on the cards, but the kills coming through, but only for Vivid. Team kill alongside of it. Working out in ROKKR's favor. Some good time coming on through here, but a push coming over from the other side from the bridge was on the cards. Now from up top, not going to happen. Accuracy will say thank you very much. Couple of kills falls his way. Minnesota ROKKR, healthy little lead so far, Chance.
Yeah, dude, accuracy is straight up making plays. He goes on the 4 spree on P2 for the hill that they lost. We've just gotten to look at accuracy on this hill where he is still continuing to put in the work. That's a 3 spree, backing OpTic down again. But even at the start of it, accuracy was in the back.
Bro, Pred is in the blend.
OpTic players in their tracks to try to flank around.
I don't understand how, but he is.
Straight up gave up and then just tried to cut through boxes. So accuracy right now, his presence and impact is being felt by OpTic. You're down by 60 points, and again a rotation. OpTic are gonna be behind the game. A couple quick kills come through, so they're gonna make it mixy. But again, in the feed, you see it's accuracy and Lin's showing up again. Accuracy right now, that high impact player.
Lin's just trying to stay alive over towards the hot dog stand. If you can, finding one is big. If you can just slow OpTic Texas down a little bit more, that would have been massive. But Pred will eventually find a kill. But now for all of OpTic Texas, the one-dimensional push going to start coming through. Trophies on overtime. Just waiting for the opportune moment, waiting to try and find one pick, and then the rest of them will fly. But Vivid's going to start to lock it down here with accuracy again. And you're right to make the call out. Accuracy having a really big game, sitting 11 and 5, but the break is going to start coming on through. Dashi with 2. Now accuracy left on his own, can't find the last kill, and Pred just about deals with him. But only for 15 seconds here, Chance. That scoreline's getting a little bit ugly.
And we already know that OpTic, the only rotation they won was over towards P2. Couldn't convert that in a time, and now they're losing the rotation again.
Bro, Minnesota is just dominant right now.
Even when they've been ahead of the game, they haven't had success, and more so
I would have never expected this.
On the back foot, and that story is just going to continue. You're trying to set up a pinch, but look at the spawn that comes through. Unfortunate timing in the game quite literally does just be like that sometimes. So Kenny getting caught out, Minnesota continuing to run it up, and now the spawns are easy to read. OpTic getting pinned on the right side of the map.
Yeah, tough one for OpTic there. Of course, you got the spawns over towards these trucks. If this side of the map is okay to find a push from, but you set up the pinch, and the rest of Minnesota still spawning towards the back. You can't get it done. Accuracy holding it down with ease from this side. Shotzi gonna have one last bash at it, but 24 seconds to go. I think OpTic have got no other option than just continuously try to hit it. If they can get some bridge control to hit it to P1, that's not bad, but right now accuracy is just soaking up that time, no problem whatsoever. Eventually the break will come through, but that's feeling like the story of the first rotation so far. OpTic Texas will get in towards the end for 10 or 15, but that is it. Minnesota ROKKR.
Holy shit, Linz.
This one right now, my God, Linz.
And look, Texas, they don't have room to breathe. Like, even when they're fighting for the scrap trying to work the break on the right side of the map, Minnesota are just on them like some dogs right now. So it is not an easy thing to try to come back from. A couple kills go their way, and finally,
there you go,
we see green on the left side of the feed, and a nice little break for them to actually buy a little bit of clearance, try to stabilize in the game. But ROKKR has been typical. They bounce right back.
Rashati 7 and 15. Holy shit.
Not feeling the heat. ROKKR right now,
they're all just kind of getting slammed.
So far on Rio, still a 100-point gap, and maybe some momentum back on OpTic's favor. Another clearance on the hill. They still got the right side.
There you go, Shotzi.
This might be the start of the comeback time.
25 seconds left to go here. Over towards P1. You might be right. Kills starting to flow the way of OpTic Texas, and maybe it is going to take a rotation for them to get warmed up into this game. But so far, so good at the second time I'm asking. But Minnesota ROKKR, with that lead, will be able to start play with it, right? They'll be able to leave certain amount of time, certain amount of hills where you can just go for a rotation nice and early because you have that lead. And found themselves here over towards P2. Very first time by the looks of things, though. OpTic Texas, for all that they were holding down those spawns.
That's a big read from accuracy, but Kenny kills him.
So time starting to soak over.
How did he read that?
Vivid now will find a kill, pushing through the double doors, and if you are OpTic Texas, if anything, you are trapped in the spawn you wanted. Minnesota ROKKR frying at the moment.
I mean, it's the same thing. You're just getting held back from the front side of time, and right now OpTic don't really have time to waste. But the problem
is Guns in a different channel in the Discord.
The time, two different
he joined his boys Discord, Max Discord.
In the exact same spot he was in before. It's just a stranglehold on the power positions, a clean 4-man wipe in the back.
Oh, I just gotta invite him in game and tell him.
P3 could be absolutely devastating. ROKKR, they are just handling the map on this P2 hill.
Vivid just trying to lock down in and around the escalators, just trying to slow.
I'm watching OpTic get pissed on Rio.
Rotation, but the spawns are going to flip out now, so Texas will get a small amount of respite here.
Yeah, I can. This is my first time looking at it, and they're getting fucking destroyed.
Is working out for ROKKR right now. It's 120-point lead, and it may well grow if ROKKR can find a break here. OpTic Texas first one's in. Vivid doesn't have a lot of support. He may well just go for it anyway. Kenny will deal with him, but you can see ROKKR just starting to set up over towards the back. They'll take this time on their break.
Time, though, is going to be a factor. That's actually a fantastic read by Dashy to take him down, and that's another fantastic play by OpTic to jump on the guys in the back spawns. The two players there from ROKKR were just looking to block any kills that came through. If OpTic had fallen, would have spawned across the map, but OpTic do the more difficult thing when the difficult gunfights now have actually set themselves up inside the time, looking to get this final 25 seconds. ROKKR maybe one final push to go for the break. They're soaring forward, but they're not going to get it. OpTic get a nice little wipe in for the final 15 seconds. It's under lock and key. OpTic have it secured, so might be losing gunfights along the way, but they're still getting that final bit of time. Going into that new
Vivid is going huge.
70 seconds, and Chauncey knows gotta wait for the boys to get here, but obviously no one's going to be flanking for OpTic. They gotta flood through the front.
That's a third kill for Vivid over towards the elbow side, so he'll be locking it down from the boxes. It's just so
there's Vivid again.
Number 4 for Vivid in this life. Shotty will eventually find a breakthrough. You need to find these kills. If you're OpTic, can't find the third.
My gosh.
The one there, Awakening, goes absolutely massive as per usual. 210 now being breached by Minnesota ROKKR. They can win it here over towards this hill. Kenny now trying to find a breakthrough if he can, but Vivid again is playing his life so well towards that elbow side. The garage push going to start coming in here for OpTic Texas, but they need to start moving a lot quicker than they have been. Vivid again, another force spree locking it down. You just can't get past him.
That's the fucking map. They're gonna win off this.
This is like one of the highest engaged, most accurate players we have in the league. Rio is a map where you expect this man to thrive, and he, as you pointed out, just inside of boxes, going on an absolute tear on both of the lives that he had. I mean, just on like a two-piece front, I think ROKKR had just been almost dominating the kill feed. It is going to be a victory lap on this rotation. ROKKR just going to be 2 points away from sealing the game. OpTic, pure desperation hour.
Oh, it's over.
How can they hold this down? How can OpTic find a way back into this?
Damn.
It looks impossible. It looks improbable. ROKKR have been so good across the entire map, and they're going to try and go for a break here from the top side. If they can find a kill over the top, Linz is going to be there to support, watching the flank that's inevitably coming through. The stun is there, a bit of timing though, and all of a sudden Linz could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Linz, Vivid, find a way through. And
oh, wow.
Full, like, dominoes towards the end of that game.
That's
it's a very
insane.
convincing map number 1 for ROKKR. A huge win in hardpoint to kick this series off.
This shit's going to map 5. We're about to go to map 5.
I can see that. Is he just so aggressive?
Yeah, he's aggressive. I think he's the Australian too. Like his Australian accent.
Yeah.
Like with the aggression, it just makes me giggle.
And he just doesn't care about your feelings.
Doesn't
care about what.
Really turn things around.
This is no care at all.
Someone needs to turn around for Minnesota just to collect the bomb. Awakening has it in hand.
Linz is insane.
0 time wasted, and the first blood might get traded out, but on a map like Terminal, if you're on offense, you'll take the 3v3.
Why don't they send anybody mid-hall?
Straight through library from Linz.
Yeah, the fact that OpTic didn't watch that was crazy.
Or like not even send somebody mid-hall, but just break the glass so they think you're in bathroom or something like that. That was a great shot.
It's a really good start to the round. Vivid will find something to answer back. Dashi does fall. Shotzi and Pred taking on Awakening and Vivid. Next kill will be huge. Pred just trying to play his life. ROKKR seemingly rotating over towards A. Shotzi gonna have to lock this down.
This question of like, can they actually spot his gun peeking out from the door, or how good
He's
is
so smart, bro. He's gonna wait.
The Shotzi gets it before the bomb gets planted and gets the timing for the guy on cockpit to not even be able to react. Heads up, high IQ play out of Shotzi.
Shit.
As interesting as that round could have been for the SMGs on ROKKR making plays, Shotzi just slams the door. And yeah, that's pretty much free. Again, that is a play that comes down to timing. Shotzi absolutely nails it. Can't get any better than that.
No complaints. Good defensive hold from OpTic Texas to kick things off. Got a little bit scary for me when you see Linz just run straight through library. It's just a difficult push from that stage. You lose the gunfights over towards the escalators and things get scary, but irrelevant. OpTic will find those kills towards the end of the round, and they will find the round itself. Smoking the trophy down. Shotzi taking a couple of bullets. Will back on down. Pressure coming in over towards the A side. First blood would be massive. Vivid gonna have to back out, so the pressure is here.
Oh, Kenny.
But Vivid turns at the right time. Dashi is there to answer back. 3 versus 3. Texas trying to make some inroads over towards the A side. Stun goes out. Chal comes in alongside of it. Pred is there. Really good team play coming in from OpTic Texas, and no answer from ROKKR so far.
Yeah, and in a 2v3, you actually see OpTic in a
great shot from Pred.
position. You don't want to get wall banged when you're in the airplane. So
yeah, the double chow.
It's safe. I mean, you have Shotzi who started off in library. He's wrapped back to Burger just to sort of clear the map. So, I mean, OpTic knows nobody's flanking. One player is over by AC, and you know accuracy is.
Oh hell no!
You got the intel. Shotzi's just gonna play with him and get out of dodge. But I mean, OpTic haven't bit on anything. Still worried about the plane pressure. Linz does things out to a 2v2.
You seen that shit?
End up punishing OpTic.
25 seconds. Yeah. Oh, Shotzi's on his way over. Doesn't get caught out by accuracy, but the information is there. Linz now just going to try and play his life. Huge kill if you can find it. Accuracy with the gunny onto Dashi. Linz knows exactly where Shotzi is. Bomb picked up, 13 seconds. Is he going to watch that?
Wow, Dashi, how do you give it up? That?
Wait.
Give it up. Looks like he's going to give it a shot.
Oh my god.
No, Shotzi will just about get away and will have time to plan.
That buffer fucking
for Linz, but not enough to do anything about this bomb going down. Shotzi backing up. 1 versus 1, 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, and Linz doesn't have any intel on where Shotzi was able to go, other than he hasn't crossed out towards Xe. So,
oh, that's crazy timing.
Trying to clear as much of the map as possible. But on an intel front, you have to know Shotzi massive advantage right now in this round.
Linz in a really sticky spot.
Shotzi's
just going to hold this down, going to go for the wide challenge. It's just about maybe a little bit of fortune for Linz if he can get it, but Shotzi is offering this nothing up so far, just being in the slip.
No, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. Yup, he made it. Shotzi just trolled. Shotzi actually fucking trolled, bro.
Absolutely shotguns in from there. Incredible from Linz.
Just watch your back and look at Bomb, dog. Like, I know you're a fucking superstar, but...
Oh, the new rookie against a previous rookie of the year in Shotzi's introduction. It's the best of them in the 1v1, and it really just is a shred job in this moment. Shotzi overcommits on the chow, but the reason he does is because the gunfight in that situation, free 90% of the time, but the headshot multiplier with the MCW, one of the strongest things in
all he had to do, if he just kept running books there,
and that is a massive
that too, yeah, he could have just kept running.
If he, I just thought he was going to run into books,
I don't know if Pred did the damage on a teammate
and then play once he was at like 9-8 seconds, run out.
Doesn't even wait for the fall from his teammates, trusting himself. You got a 4v2 bomb down. This is the
Okay, this round's already over.
Out here sealing the deal. You don't have time to break down previous rounds. Pred, I don't know what happened there, but that is costly.
And Kenny gets slammed.
I've seen better openings to S&D rounds, in fairness. OpTic,
Look, Tom, that's a defense too. Like if you're messing up on offense.
What's weird is they're all, most of them run lightweight.
Throw away a defensive round. That is.
Yeah, because
that's
because of whatchamacallit.
You know, as soon as Minnesota ROKKR, because of the fact that ROKKR were actually pushing towards that site as well, right? Dies pretty much.
Sound EQ, they can hear each other anyway.
I mean, we had the grenade go off where we go and we're hitting the plane, right? Immediate push comes through from ROKKR.
I feel like it's way more insane if you just run lightweight.
As free as you could possibly want. And as you mentioned, that's an attack underneath their belts now. If they can just
lets you get to your spots faster and shit too, though.
Nice
yeah, that is true.
Like
and then you have Daddy to pop, and you still make plays.
Over towards the B side, and it's going to be down to Vivid to try and slow them down, if anything.
Oh my god.
The other side. Oh, just get the bullets through the wall. That's a lot of damage, but not quite any result from it. Minnesota ROKKR trying to defend from the outside here. That bomb will likely go down now. Shots in through the wall though, and Kenny will find Linz.
Who is taking bomb and challenge back lane?
Oh yeah,
Shotzi.
So concerned about Shotzi too. And I mean, it's a 2v4. You have to do stun checks like that. That was so much damage done, but OpTic hold true, respond. Nice angle there from Kenny just to seal the deal. And I mean, I don't know if they're going to do this every round, but that's the second straight up just a hit, bang out the plane, go crazy from OpTic. And they execute well both times. This time though, they convert it into a dub. And again, I don't know how much damage Vivid just did, rather, through that little terminal hangar, whatever it's called, but to come out on top and hold strong. That is a nice bounce back round.
Hop on.
When you needed
hop on.
Lose defense, gain an attack within the space of 2 rounds. OpTic Texas very much back into this one, still very early in this search and destroy. For ROKKR, that's got a sting though. I think you're right. You know, the amount of bullets that Vivid put through, I think he definitely spread that out, didn't he, between a couple of different members of OpTic Texas. So here we go. Looking like there's going to be a burger hit coming in here from the side of ROKKR. Dashi's got some work to do. Going to have to just back on down. Smoke out. If you can find anything here, that will be great. But Minnesota ROKKR, complete control of the site. Linz will find the second.
Holy fuck.
The child coming through. Incredible work from ROKKR. 4 versus 2. Bomb down. Usually defense is the more prime side here, chance. But right now, attack's looking pretty saucy.
Yo, ROKKR is
finally just aggression on terminal.
Like, they're doing it.
Slow and play for picks, like the team on defense.
Oh hell no!
Every advantage on the map. The one thing you can do on offense is just use your numbers and overwhelm them. I mean, that's almost like a poltergeist strategy there, of like one smoke comes through and then the only thing Dashy's hearing in his ears is like, oh, they're here, like they're ready. And by the time the smoke dissipates, Linz is already in your face popping pieces. And I mean, that's just not Linz. That was the entire squad that was there in that moment. So finally some aggression on offense, on terminal from both of these teams to a good deal of success. And I mean, now from Minnesota ROKKR, it feels like the onus is on them to respond. OpTic have just been flooding through plane, and now they're mixing things up too. So even if you wanted to stack A, pressure's now going towards B. Same old, Dashy already with the first blood.
Yeah, accuracy gets going, and all of a sudden you will have to back on down. You will have to give it up until you get those reinforcements who are very much here now. They're taking his time. The thing is, for them, they're not sure how aggressive that OpTic Texas have been, but not aggressive enough. How on earth is Dashy able to find this gunfight? Backs on down.
Dashy had no business winning that.
3v2, down by 3, make it a 3 versus 1 in the favor of OpTic Texas.
Oh.
Linz will find one. He will not find a second. They find the round. Bizarre though. How does Dashy even find anything there?
Yeah, I was going to say that's brutal. That is the sort of moment of the round right there. If Vivid finds that kill, I think you end up having ROKKR clutch that one up, because Pred would have been out of the picture. As soon as Dashy wins that one, now Pred gets the flank, gets a freebie kill in the back. But yeah, Vivid just drops the ball. I don't know why he's not expecting him to be prone, but I know it is kind of weird in this game on occasion to hit guys in the prone position. But either way, that is the key gunfight. Slips through the cracks for Vivid. Dashy executes, so a first blood for him. And obviously 6 total in the round, but all tied up on terminal.
Lynn's going to try and find this push once again. Oh, caught no man's land, just not where you want to be whatsoever. Smokes are out and they are away. Linz now finds himself in an advanced position. ROKKR going to try and play around this. The problem is that OpTic Texas know exactly where he is. Going to try and be aggressive though. SMG in hand.
No, Linz.
Problems for Shotzi there with the cover. Been moving so fast as well to try and find something, Chance, but I think it was just a moment of panic. As soon as he gets out of library, he's in a tough spot. 3 versus 4, but in favor of Texas, make it now a 4 versus 2. And this attack is starting to crumble, as is the hopes in this S&D for Minnesota ROKKR. This will be a couple of rounds in a row now.
Oh, God. Nah, Kenny's just too good, man. I'm telling you, Kenny's just too good. That round absolutely going to crumble. Kenny seals the deal. I think that's efficient work there from him and Shotzi. I think Kenny actually was pretty heads up, thinking that Linz might have the pressure if he's underneath from AC to jump up with the rival. So Kenny actually tucks himself in the perfect corner, basically just to hide.
Damn.
And I don't know if that was his.
Bro, this is so close, Chad.
That child's going to come through, but I know Kenny.
This is way closer than I thought.
The best content this year amongst like the pros in the COD League, where he walks through his thought process, on so many different maps, and he'll make like 30-minute long videos breaking it down for the insight into his mind. So if you want to learn about Call of Duty competitively, I imagine check out Kenny's YouTube channel. Things are great over there, but high IQ plays constantly.
So well to survive. Now what can OpTic Texas do on the attack? Feels like the first time they've really had an advantage. Accuracy this time around will get the better of OpTic and will back them down. And now this is the kind of attacking round where you don't want to be in these positions, right? You lose that initial gunfight, now you're trying to play it for a pick. I'd be very surprised if Minnesota ROKKR offer it up on a plate for them here, chance.
Yes, this is...
No, accuracy killed Dashy, bro.
This is why you want to be aggressive, because if you can overwhelm a site, it's great. As soon as that gets stopped, though, it's just incredibly painful. You're going to run into a blender. You're looking for the trades in the plane, but if you can't find that first kill, no more are going to follow. Fred, there's quite literally nothing you can do in this round. It is up to ROKKR to throw it away, but everywhere he goes, he is trapped.
Well, you hate to see it. Fred now left in a 1 versus 4, and ROKKR ain't even gonna give him an inch. Gotta chill something. Gotta do something if you possibly can. Just such an awkward squad because you want to try for the 1 versus 4, but you know it's just not gonna happen. ROKKR answer back a very clean round, a very clean defense from them. Accuracy finds the kill to kick things off over towards Berger, and from there, I mean, it's pretty simple: search and destroy.
And I'm telling you, man, like the square up series we have and some of the maps getting played, especially the Rio and that Karachi control, but even this one, it's just a shootout of a map right now between these two teams. So they're getting after it, making plays on offense where they can give it a shot, executing, no clutches coming through. I think maybe one small mistake for either team with some SMG players on just these small little mishaps, but otherwise, top-notch S&D match we have right now. Minnesota ROKKR back on the attack. Probably going to be slowing things down and taking it slow. Nice little spread back. We might have a bit of a standard S&D.
I feel like ROKKR slowing down right now is going to be their demise.
Find them a little bit of info. You're always going to presume
but I could be wrong.
Themselves up to the top of Eskies and try and hold it down from there. But for ROKKR, what is the play going to be? As you say, it has to be slow and steady. Get OpTic Texas thinking. Catch somebody out of position, then all of a sudden you can open up the map. Gunfights going on through the middle, but nothing to speak of so far from ROKKR. Some aggressive play from OpTic. They are going to back on down from that. You can see Pred was pushed up through the corridor. Mostly stacked over towards the B side, but for ROKKR, you're mostly over towards A, so that is looking like the play at this moment in time. I think, honestly, accuracy just making a lot of noise over towards Berger to try and distract us. The push now starting to come through over towards A. Playing control is there. Shotzi surviving towards the back, but firing squad very much letting it rain over towards the play, and a couple of stuns out now. It's going to entice Pred to the push. Accuracy will be there to find the first. Can Shotzi get him off the bomb? He just can't.
How was Shotzi alive?
Bomb down. ROKKR do so well to get there.
Yeah, that is perfect coverage by ROKKR. Now you just have to execute. You got the man advantage, bomb down. Everything is going well. You just have to trade out these kills.
David, this is massive. He can find this one, and Kenny it pretty much seals the round. Dashing and Shotzi, though, I say that. Nearly made it interesting. ROKKR eventually find the kills.
I guess I was wrong.
Weird one, wasn't it? Because you could see what accuracy was doing. He's firing shots off over towards Berger. Yeah, we're coming B. We're coming B. Big hit in towards the plane, and Shotzi, by the time he's calling out, maybe it is too late already. Good positioning in from ROKKR by the time they get in their chance, and that was pretty much it. Really good cover whilst the bomb was going down too, as you point out.
Yeah, they're feeling great too, right? Smiles on their faces, a little bit of the nerves have certainly faded away, especially after that Rio. So they're on flow state right now. Minnesota ROKKR just need to execute on defense, and you go up 2-0 against OpTic. Massive round. ROKKR does not want to see this round 11, and they don't have the bomb here, but OpTic, 3 players squaring up, looking for a first blood over towards Eskies. So it's not a full-on hit out for the moment, but the smoke is going to be the call. Now everybody getting involved.
Nicely done from ROKKR, though, to back on down. Equally as well done from OpTic. to gain that map control.
It's the double flank, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's the site control on one side, but 2 flanks coming through from Minnesota ROKKR.
Oh my gosh.
2 players to deal with. He at least gets 1, but now the pressure.
Oh, Shotzi died.
2 players from OpTic just surrounded, and through the smoke comes Minnesota.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Pred can't get it done.
And that's ROKKR 2-0. Holy shit!
On point
Holy shit! What are we watching?
Minnesota ROKKR 2, some Karachi control. Again, Minnesota ROKKR at this point might have the crown of being the best team on this map, but OpTic, a team that needs to be and very capable of squaring up on it. They are strong on Karachi as well, but obviously Minnesota momentum in their hands, and the first blood rolls through.
Yeah, we were just discussing it through the break, right? That Rayo might be something that OpTic Texas do regret, especially when you are squaring up on Karachi control against ROKKR. It's a good start here for OpTic Texas, though. If they can find all 4 kills, then all
big game from Shotzi.
They are able to lock it down. Great awareness from
Like he has to kind of make up for that search and destroy, right?
Back pocket pretty much immediately. ROKKR
And for that first map.
Floodgates towards the B side. If not for Dashi, 2 big kills coming on through, but immediately the pressure from ROKKR unrelenting.
Oh, Dashi on point right there, too. I was going to say, OpTic have had rounds before where they're on defense, where they, like, sort of open up the B pressure, and it sort of punishes them long-term. And even now, that might vaguely be the case. Vivid has the idea of working this.
Bro, it's kind of a big game for all of them, bro, this map.
If they can storm out and get the kills, they're going to be in good spot.
Oh, no.
Or not. Maybe they fall to the same thing again. Dashi bought him, like, 3 contact kills before they made the cross out towards B, and maybe all for nothing.
Oh, no.
Inside the point. Awakening on 3.
Oh, shit.
And this might be the more difficult zone gone. How fast it
Oh,
can happen.
hell no.
OpTic, I thought, made adjustments, but no, it is the same thorn in their side. Massive advantage on the round because it is done. Ton. That's how Karachi looks when it's one of the best teams in the game on it. ROKKR, this is what they do.
Just so fluid. As soon as they start getting the spawns over towards,
Bro,
like, the
if OpTic get 3-0'd here
they're just running straight through
by Minnesota,
through office, you get across, and Dashi does a really good job, as we pointed out.
it is not a good look, bro, for their squad.
I felt like OpTic Texas gained control of that side of the map.
I don't know if it's too late to make a change, but they might have to make a change, bro.
Like, they've been exposed before, in a sense, for OpTic, of, like, they are not, like, super heavy on the pressure on the B side off the jump. Like, they'll sort of play those 50-50 gunfights after. That's why, again, pointing out that Dashi, like, was able to pick up 3 along the way. But OpTic sort of wait to actually put the pressure on Junk to force out the deep spawns. It's cost them in the past, and obviously cost them in that round. So playing a bit of a dangerous game, and now off the opening break, you're expecting maybe some freebies for Vivid. Pred, though, from the bridge side has him covered. Dashing from the top rope, extra kills as well, but still pinned back in your spawn. OpTic still having to work their way out. And you can already see guys like Linz.
And they're clearing it. That's a good clear.
Working his way through Junk, the players from Minnesota ROKKR, even number 5 on the minimap, immediately wraps back over towards B. It's playing it safe more so, but you've obviously seen the reason.
Okay, Pred is spawn killing them.
Safe is working out, though. Minnesota ROKKR 1 to the good here in the control.
Yeah, Pred is spawn killing the fuck out of them.
Back into this series. Let's have a listen.
He's in his bag.
Comes with OpTic Texas.
Over pitch.
Wait, top fire.
Our uses. Wait.
Lamar's going. Lamar's going straight.
Nice. I'm one on one.
He's out there now. We need to take.
Lamar
Lamar's going straight.
on it.
Oh, yo!
Yeah, Lamar's back right. Lamar's going straight somewhere.
Hey, one's our uses. Awakening. I spawned out.
Go top there.
No players got uses, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to play. One, recent point.
Mid. Our mid 80, mid 80, mid 80.
He's at Coop or some shit.
Mid 80, bro. Mid 80, wait, close. What's our uses still?
Yeah, one uses
Close crate on me.
Nice, it's 2.
Close crate, Lint. The corner, I got him. Alright, last shot you.
I have the pinch.
Cap this shit.
You guys cap that. Yeah, hold on. How about useless pinch?
I'll look left across the point, bro. We're good.
How about useless pinch? Top fire. They're gonna refill useless.
80 from the mid.
Top fire. I'm watching. Yeah, no one reads. He went to top fire. One's useless. One's useless, guys.
We're gonna wait. One's what the fuck? He deep my trunk late.
Yeah, one's out.
One's deep.
200 useless. One go take it. Let's close right hut.
Right.
Close right hut.
Close right.
Yeah.
Close right. Good call. Close right. One awakening. He's run. He's one shot.
I'm in ticket. I'm honestly ticket.
He's laying behind the head. He's laying behind the wall.
OpTic Texas calling out this 2 now useless. It's been pretty useful for Minnesota ROKKR, though.
Bro, they got 4 wipes. They are not.
Time and time again.
They don't even sound confident.
Just can't get
They don't even sound like they got confidence, bro.
Get trapped to your spawn just a little bit. You gotta fight.
This is insane.
4 lives down. You may well have A, but you don't have a lot of time to get even anywhere near B at this stage.
Oh, and Awakening is just jump on it now, too. Yeah, no, we picked the perfect time to come out of that listening ton, because it would have been devastating to hear as they go 4 down. They've worked their way out of like junk at the very least. They've sort of cleaned house and they're more or less grouped together with Shotzi working the flank. So now you actually have the time. Let Shotzi work this flank, get the entry kill. There it comes through. Now you make the hit.
Here we go. Can they find the kills? Shotzi will be on his way over. Dashy does a good job. Linz is just playing the exact same role. And here comes the cleanup crew.
Oh, Linz.
The third will be
there you go, Shotzi.
Find it. Shotzi does so well. But he has other players here from the
there
side
you
of
go.
Rocket to deal
20
with.
seconds on the clock.
Here would be a bonus. Reinforcements on their way, but they're going to be bulleted up by Vivid already, who will get taken down. Finds nothing.
That's two dead.
Numbers, but they're starting to
oh my gosh, they still haven't.
Awakening can find two, but get shut down. Eventually, OpTic Texas 8v7 in terms of life. 15 seconds to go. Push here from ROKKR. It's not an easy one. The utility needs to be good, and it needs to be pretty much perfect. Lynn's trying to find a push. It's been a good defensive hold for the majority of the game, but can they find a way through? The ticks starting to come through. Awakening with one.
Wow, they did it. They fucking did it.
Teammate alongside of him. OpTic Texas just about get the round.
That is unreal, and they fought out of hell to make that happen, by the way. That is like a clean 4 down where Minnesota ROKKR get like the pure like sort of trap them into their spawn, get that spawn shot flowing. So they were in the blender and managed to get out. And again, it is just the perfect execution on the play. Shotzi's getting that kill long alley. Linz might have doubled down and made a good play with the 2Ps as well, but Shotzi, that last man standing, continued to play his life.
I had no faith. I had no faith in them winning that round.
In that round, but all of OpTic just resolve that they showed. That is impressive stuff. So all tied up 1-1. Back to the square up, and now you got guys like Shotzi pushing out towards Shunk, playing it safe. Don't want that B pressure to open up.
Yeah, don't let it happen this time. For all that Minnesota ROKKR will have lost that round, they know their previous attack was very, very comfortable. It's just one good break coming through. Shotzi plays it really well over towards the back of Dyna. And now Pred can get himself in a position where he can cause absolute havoc.
Pred.
He knows exactly where Awakening is coming from. 2 big kills coming in from Pred. Now
he has 12 HP. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He's challenging.
Minnesota ROKKR progress over towards their side, but Pred is going to be a constant thorn. This is much better for
That's what OpTic need right here, bro. This is what they need.
Shotzi frying with the rival 9. And all of a sudden, ROKKR, well, yeah, they will find a little bit of respite, but there's a bit of damage already done here from OpTic Texas.
Oh, that's interesting timing too, though. Awakening actually makes it above Shotzi. So Awakening is a bit of a ghost on the map, and there because he's a ghost, he gets that free first kill. Shotzi on the flank, might have the timing perfect. Wins the first gunfight.
Big 2Ps. Oh, Shotzi in the fucking mix.
And a highlight reel.
Yo, he's in his bag right now. Come on.
Be able to get the ace, but he has just brought so much pressure on the map for the team. I know the A zone does get captured, but in the meantime, Kenny is already pushed out towards Shunk in prime position. Every ROKKR death, you spawn up into a blender. Accuracy maybe getting sent that direction. A few next players are going to be in line.
As long as they don't get 4 wiped here, OpTic win the round. I mean, they're looking solid.
Might have Kenny over towards the junk side, but Shotzi could do with finding a little bit of presence here. Linz will find a kill on the Dashi, and all of a sudden this play potentially opens up. Big snap coming in from Pred. Shotzi follows up with another. So OpTic Texas will steady the ship for just a moment. ROKKR gonna try and slow this one down.
Yeah, Kenny is low-key in a blender, bro. Kenny's getting shit on.
If anyone I expected to be on the flank, accuracy is maybe not top of my list, but here he is nonetheless.
What is Kenny doing?
Kenny should be dead to rights here in just a second. This might open things up. Accuracy needs a little bit of help, but he will get himself inside the point.
Well, there's number 2. Shotzi
Awakening on the fucking pinch.
Tags up, they at least know where he is. But accuracy is still not a ton of help. He is getting surrounded. If he can take one with him, that's great. And he's done his job. Vivid covers him as well. A 4v2 now around this zone. And
they're dead. It's over.
Goes the way of Minnesota ROKKR. And by the looks of it, that's going to be the round.
Oh, just flowing like water through the map there.
Holy, bro. ROKKR looks so good.
There's another attacking round. Minnesota ROKKR. When they smell blood in the water here on this B side, it is just relentless.
Is Kenny checked? Look at his face. Is he checked?
It's like the floodgates open. They just all of a sudden find a few more. Really good play from ROKKR. OpTic just cannot get control of that side of the map whatsoever.
Dude, in so much of that, it's like it's a bunch of one-on-one gunfights, but especially that first one, accuracy wins. That's now an extra player from OpTic that has to turn the attention to accuracy to try to trade him out. That's now looking the wrong direction, so it's a free kill for Vivid. And then away. I mean, again, it's just a series of one-on-one gunfights, but that is impressive for ROKKR.
9 and 16 from Kenny.
Offensive rounds in a row.
I don't think it's on Kenny, though. Like, look at Vivid, bro. Vivid is 8 and 16.
Need this map win. Need 2 rounds in a row. And on offense, it is not going to be an easy feat. Again, ROKKR, this is what they do.
Awakening now over towards the red side. And He's been phenomenal for ROKKR so far in this map. 2-0 up in this series. 1 round away from potentially closing this out. Got to be feeling good in the ROKKR camp. Let's go for
Oh, we're just giving them A for free for ROKKR.
I'm out with you guys.
He's same left third.
I'm just blocking out. I'm just blocking out. I can call you. Shotzi, you want to Shotzi?
Third ped, one on point.
I want to spawn.
One point.
I want to I have a sub though. When you try to get to me.
I'm gone. Nothing top red.
You got car.
Shotzi, one out.
Like that. I don't want your car.
He went ATM. Okay, when ATM's in a pinch then.
Your car dashy.
You want ATM?
I need help.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You're
Right now. Yeah.
You should go to one side. I'll control you. Dashy was there. He's probably gonna run a mid. Do you see anything?
I have ACL and L. No, he's actually dead.
Nice shot. Alright, you hold that. I'll hold our
One's church prep.
I'm holding our top red.
Shotzi's in our spawn. And one top AC. Top AC.
Can we
All
guys?
going
I've already. Wait, jump forward.
I have the wall.
He's Bell got me, Shotzi.
I have the wall.
Bell jumped up bus. Boss on you. Just say left.
Yeah, bad thing.
Back
Windows and back alley. Low windows and back alley. Back 3. Last guy, Kenny. Kill him first.
Yeah, they shouldn't spawn here. They shouldn't spawn here.
Okay, have the right.
Glimmer of hope for OpTic Texas. They do get some control over towards their side. 3 ticks in. And they had a little bit of control over towards B. Lost the gunfights. Now find yourself maybe in the position you don't want to be in. A couple of gunfights go their way though, and this round can spin on its head. Shotzi, Dashy, find those couple of gunfights. Vivid's the only one who can answer. We'll try and slow down this push, but this will be some control.
Hey, I was about to bet the overs on Kenny. I'm glad I held that.
Yeah, Vivid right now to cut off, man. He's done.
I'm real glad I held that.
Doesn't actually find a kill. Kenny gonna gun him, and well, Dashy's there for the follow-up. This has been just an offensive battle between these two teams. OpTic still need to execute towards the end.
Nice, keep watching it. No.
Not gonna have a fun time. Lynn's there for the trade. He gets traded out himself.
Oh,
Last man standing is accuracy, trying to be the hero, but OpTic, the floodgates are here, and only one more tick needs to go.
Oh, Shotzi's doing it. Shotzi's fucking doing it, bro.
Vivid accuracy now dealt with. Lynn's is the last one there. Around
good plays. Good fucking plays.
Honestly, it really surprised me. Every single round on the attacking side for OpTic Texas, it hasn't looked likely until they do it. Like, they're caught in awful situations, but then all of a sudden there's 3 dead and you can just run on through. So maybe you can.
Yeah, he's getting slayed right now, Duck.
These gunfights not going their way, but OpTic Texas doing a really good job.
The Slayer is getting fucking slayed.
And from there, Dyna control, B locked in. Round 5 we go.
And fighting is the key word, because they've ended up...
Shotzi already hit his over.
Now completely stuck in their spawn. Like, just not good spots that they are in on these offensive rounds. But that time, I mean, that was almost light work. That was like 2 pushes to actually get the break on the reins, get those close side spawns, and then the floodgates were fully open. OpTic just never looked back. And maybe an interesting spot too, like typically you want defense for the final round, but it's been nothing but offense here on Karachi, so maybe OpTic happy to grab it for the final round. Opening
yeah, only offense has won so far, so
trades coming through towards the middle of the map, and Shotzi, by the way,
offense is good for OpTic here.
Cruise missile could have been an impact, but ROKKR happy for it to fall through the cracks. And ROKKR again, by the way, a stranglehold on the map. Linz is in spawn killing position again. He might get dealt with, but OpTic are constantly feeling the pressure immediately off spawn.
Just gonna try and find a route through that works for them. Pred,
oh, Pred. He lost him.
Accuracy will deal with him. ATIC is slowed coming in here though for the side of OpTic Texas. Accuracy once again. Punching just to slow things down. I think the inevitable.
Let's go, Kenny.
Over towards OpTic Texas will come on through. They found a couple of kills in a good moment as well, so a little bit of control over towards red.
Kenny's starting to pick it up. He's starting to get a few kills.
Actually, just dropping all the way back to deal with them. Help his teammates get out the spawn. You gotta hit your shots here. Can find one. Vivid dead is fighting the second as well though.
Oh, they're 4 dead.
You're forced back into your spawn. Vivid
and here's fucking Vivid. Here he is.
ROKKR once again putting OpTic Texas on the back foot.
And you gotta notice Vivid doesn't have a trophy either, so he's having to play from a pretty distant position. Or maybe the trophy's over on the right side, but that's why he's playing it a little bit safer. So OpTic trying to flood through the middle of the map, trying to flood through junk, but they're getting stopped towards mid. You might have Pred that found a timing to go on the flank, but he's just gonna be the player looking for the opening. Right now his team just completely stuck in their spawn.
They have a lot of time, bro. OpTic has so much time right now.
Spawn Pred gets dealt with. But because of Pred being there, it feels like Minnesota ROKKR.
They just need to slow down and play some picks.
We'll just slow OpTic Texas down from this push that's inevitably coming through, and he's just dancing around the rest of the team, finding the gunfights. It's a good job from Kenny that he can find
There you go, Kenny.
So that pressure easing again, but the lives are starting to falter here for OpTic Texas. 12 remaining, 11 remaining now. Minnesota ROKKR in control. 1 minute to go. But these previous attacking rounds that OpTic Texas have won, it takes one good break.
Yeah, but still, though, as you pointed out in the life count and the time left on the clock, OpTic, you see how much they're slowing the pace down, waiting to group up together, but they're still good. They can't find the area kills. ROKKR constantly putting on the pressure. Is accuracy again going on the flank to find a big two-piece?
Bro, they're about to get 3-0'd.
Deal with number 3 as well. Accuracy.
That's huge. There's no way. There's no way OpTic win this.
The only player right now on the map from OpTic that can make the play. He's behind enemy lines. He has snuck through. No one has turned for it just yet. The problem is no support on the map. OpTic again are just stuck in their spawn.
There you go. That's 2 dead.
From ROKKR. This is what broke it open last time.
Just hop on.
Now starting to fall their way, and you've already got somebody advanced.
Oh, someone's right in front of him.
Player who's left hand side should clean this one up on accuracy and does so, but he has less reinforcements than he would have. Awakening can find 1, only 4 lives remaining.
Oh, that's GG.
Texas make it 3, and this might be game. Pred and Dashi can find a couple of kills, but 12 seconds to go. You've got to be perfect here from OpTic Texas.
Oh, they did it in the last second last time.
Into the point we go. There's still potential here from OpTic.
I think I might
Here comes the cruise.
in the sky. I think Awakening might have gone on this spree right now.
And he misses.
No control and no dice,
And he's going to be late. He used the cruise, so he's going to be late.
Gotta go. You gotta go if you're ROKKR. You're locking it down if you're OpTic Texas.
Last guy, Linz.
Linz, can he find the clean up here?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
3 versus 12 in the end from OpTic. Round number 5 goes their way. Headed for ROKKR.
Yo, Shotzi flew out of his seat.
These guys broke down like that. They're terrible. We're gonna get the bounce back like we got them now. So if confidence was ever an issue for the team, for OpTic rather, that's the type of performance you need to get it right back. So you got to keep the foot on the gas, though. I mean, again, even from an opening break front, this is an opportunity to either keep applying that pressure or for ROKKR to sort of bounce back, get rid of the nerves, and get right back in the swing of things. Linz
takes out Shotzi, and he pops a 2-piece. This guy's fucking insane.
That's exactly what ROKKR needed.
Yeah, 100%. Get a bit of momentum.
Look at him. He's already in P2.
Some points alongside of it will be nice, but OpTic Texas will gain a little bit of control over towards P1. Actually now just patrolling, but yeah, for OpTic, it's got to be feeling good. Right?
And he takes out the guy on time.
Here as well, just
bro, Linz
feels like the game will run away for you.
Holy shit!
A little bit of control here from ROKKR though. At the same time,
and he's still alive. Linz is on a 5-kill streak already.
Right now, ROKKR trying to put some pressure on though. Linz and accuracy doing some good work and soaking up the final 15 by the looks of things as well.
Yeah, how about that opening break?
This guy's insane.
Just gets the opening break 2-piece himself. He jumps into P2, gets an extra kill, wraps back over towards the time. Now he's being the super soaker, and he's on a 4 spree. So you do have Linz potentially thinking about that cruise missile as well. Now getting mixed with his teammates, a couple trades coming through towards the middle of the map, and Linz still on the hunt.
Bro.
That's number 5, but finally the cleanup kill is there. OpTic don't have the spawns for new, but currently they do have the time. Looks like accuracy gonna take him right after it though. That is the importance of the spawns on rotation, rather. ROKKR continuing to run up that score.
Linz maybe has found a gap here, not quite. Kenny and Pred finding the kills. Accuracy is able to answer back. Vivid is there alongside of him. Accuracy will find a second. It's been so impressive in this game, Accuracy, but not able to lock this down. Or is he? 3 kills for him now. Can't find the force. OpTic Texas with 23 seconds remaining will at least tie things up here on this hard point if we continue to lock this down. But
Linz.
From Linz again. Every time we're in the POV, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, the man has incredible walking 2-piece. Yeah, absolutely. Starts on point, and got to give credit to accuracy as well. I'm watching this dude slide around the map. He genuinely might be the most important.
Oh, Kenny is 2 and 5, bro.
To this one, but with Linz picking up the big kills at the old time, obviously ROKKR. This is an absurd setup right now they have over towards new. Shotzi distant, putting the pressure on the right side of the map, but right now
I really think it's going to come down to Kenny.
No, they might be getting some of the kills, but
because he's like their Slayer AR, and he needs to slay. This is the map for him.
That spawn never will. Yeah, no pro team is ever going to read that. Dashi happy for it. Maybe credit to Shotzi or just the game in that moment, but that's a big moment for OpTic to start collecting some time.
Yeah, it might just come down to Shotzi being in that position at the right side. You still don't read it, you're very right. But irrelevant of that, OpTic Texas will care very little. Pushing from the snow side though, up top, coming in from Minnesota ROKKR, just trying to find an angle if you can. Accuracy not going to be quite dealt with, but Kenny is. 15 seconds to go here. OpTic Texas will get the majority of the time and a lead alongside of it if they can keep a hold of that scrap.
Dude, Kenny is just having a bad day.
What can they do now? Shotzi was the root man here for the OpTic side.
He's 3 and 8 right now.
Can he find one here now? A couple of players.
But it's still early. It's still early. OpTic's in the lead. He's got nothing to really worry about.
Oh, that is so tragic. I mean, dude, if you're Shotzi going that deep in the water, you got to be worried about, like, the pressure change when he re-submerged. So, like, free diving, not an easy thing to do, and Awakening shooting in the face as he came up the ladder makes it that much more difficult and dangerous. In the meantime, though, accuracy is on a 5 spree. He does get traded out, so again, no cruise missile, but outside of the no cruise, this has been an incredibly comfortable time for Minnesota. I mean, it is looking to be a potential near full 60. Even Vivid, the opportunity to get that cruise missile was there, and I mean, he's still on the 5, so this has been a beautiful hill for Minnesota ROKKR. You got to be worried about Vivid. You got to be worried about the scrap time, and obviously now a pretty sizable lead for Minnesota as we rotate over towards New.
Yeah, OpTic need to make sure that they make it count on the rotation over towards the next hill. Really, really good hold from ROKKR, which puts him in a comfortable lead. And that can happen.
What a spot. What is this spot right here? What the fuck is this?
Down. If you don't find that coordinated push, it is very, very difficult. Now Vivid trying to find a way through, can't just quite find the second jab into Kenny's face. Good lockdown so far from OpTic Texas. Still plenty of time remaining here on the hill. Shotzi will find another as well. The setup looking very, very nice. Minnesota ROKKR need to try and get something.
Oh my god, shit on.
Awakening the snap onto Kenny. Not going to result in anything here, though. OpTic Texas very much in control of this hill.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a big win, but it's a fun one, but it amounts to absolutely nothing. I mean, Kenny gets traded out, and again, as soon as that happens, you know exactly where the final players from Minnesota are going to be coming from. So you just go from, like, sort of an easier money hill to lock down from Minnesota, where they get the full 60.
Big plays from Shotzi right there.
Spot, and we talk about all the cruise miss potential on one side. Shotzi finally heating things up. No more water routes. He goes on a.
I want to say Kenny revenge game, but I feel Dashy here.
That work Minnesota ROKKR put on from the start.
Yeah, Dashy. I mean,
just gets vanquished now as OpTic take the lead. As
I think as a squad, bro, as a squad, they're just getting outslayed.
Trading 60-second hills back and forth. OpTic Texas still are the ones with the ever so slight lead as we head into that second rotation. Yeah, very impressive, both the two teams, when they do get themselves set up. It felt like the other hills, though, that...
Yo, Queen, thank you for sharing the live, Queen. I appreciate you.
Do much with.
Another share.
Well, they did have a bit of presence over towards P1, looking like that's going to get wiped off the map.
And Pred gets fucking turned on. There's no way.
I don't even want to call it a turn.
Yo, how did he get turned on like that?
He's there to pick up the pieces, shooting at two different bodies. It's a tough gunfight to take. OpTic Texas, though, for all they are bleeding some time over towards P1, P2 control. It is very much that.
Yeah, no, you're exactly. That's just an unlucky moment for Pred.
They're all dead again. They're all fucking dead.
Opportunity there, but instead it is Lens again on P1. He's just been the Reaper. He might die before he gets the cruise, but that's like two different P1 hills where the man goes on an absolute up top.
Yeah.
This time Vivid wins it, gets redemption from his fist fight earlier. Around P2 though, you see 3 clean in the feed there from OpTic. They might not actually get the back spawn because the old time was still active, but this might pan out. 2 players spawning towards the middle of the map. Minnesota ROKKR player is going to get shot along the way. As long as Dashy reads the gunfight towards the back, which he does exactly that, but you got to get the kill. Leans
oh my
and
gosh.
dances on him. Gets the break in Minnesota ROKKR, maybe making the best of an awkward situation.
No.
It's still a bit of a square up, but right now OpTic just struggling to win the gunfights around the hill.
Yeah, and it's just not something you would expect to see.
This guy Kenny just keeps fist fighting, bro.
Of questionable ones.
What is happening?
Awakening will find them back. Awakening finds a second as well. The gunny is hot from Minnesota ROKKR right now with 20 seconds to go here. On P2, they're looking good for a very, very comfortable lead chance. Lynn's finding some more as well. It's all about this rotation OpTic. You need to lock something in here.
And now a big gunfight coming around the backside of the map. I say a big gunfight, easy one for Dashy. Vivid just not able to read the angle he was going to be selecting from. Kenny gets an extra kill pushed up on the side of the map, and you see how deep these players are going to be spawning. So that kill Kenny got, accurate spawns at the worst possible time and the worst possible place. You have to hike all the way across the map, and again, you talk about blender setups. This is beautiful right now from OpTic.
Yeah, when the gunfight's still...
Bro, Pred is going huge for them.
From Snow will find 2 of his own. Breaks the setup pretty much all on his own. Accuracy towards this side as well. Here comes this.
And there's Awakening. The hacks are back on, Duck.
Such a big break.
His hacks are back on.
It's all on the back of Awakening. Finds 4 kills from the Snow side. The Minnesota ROKKR now in a commanding position. 25 seconds to play for here. They may well be very, very close by the time we head over towards the next hill. Wow.
Yeah, we got a long way to go, but that might be the type of play that just calls game. That could have been a wonderful situation from OpTic, but those weird back spawns continue. This is actually a time where OpTic do not want to spawn in the back at all because you're so far away, going back towards the hill where Minnesota already secured a full 60. And you see how much closer they're going to be spawning over towards New. This could be the hill where the game ends on OpTic. The pressure officially back on.
Could not have worked out worse for OpTic Texas. Spawn towards the back for what was 10 seconds.
Ooh.
And now all of a sudden, these gunfights, well, they were looking difficult, but 3 fall their way. ROKKR forced away from the backside. They're going to be spawned out here as well. Accuracy and no man's land. They're dead to rights to 5-3 from Kenny. Now 30
There's
seconds
Kenny.
away for OpTic
He's
Texas
making up for it, bro.
to tie things up. All
There he
35
fucking goes.
seconds yet. Over towards this hill would find themselves in the lead. Awakening will find a big gunfight, but OpTic Texas continuing to lock some good time down. Lynn's just trying to find.
Kenny got the cruise. Kenny got his cruise.
Traded. Minnesota ROKKR break back. Can't quite win it here with 20 seconds to go, but they won't be far off.
They got OpTic has to break this, bro.
Can't win it with the 20 seconds, but that is a huge 20 seconds that they're able to get. And now on the rotation, Kenny wins a big one just to keep OpTic alive. This was a hill where they got a full 60 themselves. They got more pressure for the moment near the zone, but they do not have those power positions. Shotzzy, though, pushes out the left side. That's a massive gunfight to win. It might come down to Big Wake again, top snow in the power position. It is just kills right now in this moment the ROKKR need.
As talked about, Big Wake having to maybe start making his impact for the team, and that's certainly being felt on the OpTic side, at least anyway. 16 seconds away for ROKKR. OpTic Texas starting to lock it down, though. 2 kills coming in.
Wait, OpTic can win off this. If they just hold this whole hill, they win.
You are OpTic Texas here, who can just about
and it's broken.
I don't think we can do so now, so we will be going to another hill if OpTic want to continue this game, but they might not have the option. A couple of kills coming through now for ROKKR. 10 seconds away. Cruise missile has to come on through from Kenny, and it has to be good as well. ROKKR are forced off the point. This is the opportunity now for OpTic Texas to maybe find something.
No kill, but they get info.
Pred from behind, from loading bay, is maybe going to be able to find something. The break comes in. 12 seconds to play for here. Over towards the last hill. We're going to another rotation.
There's Lynn's.
It's anybody's game.
Yeah, but look at the spawns from Shotzzy too. Shotzzy ends up spawning behind a few players, so you're able to make sure they spawn sort of in the deep trenches out towards the warehouse side of the map, but now the spawns are just out of control. Inaccuracy picks up 2 as soon as the hill pops. ROKKR desperate just to flood this time.
It's an 8-second game.
5 seconds to go for Minnesota ROKKR.
Holy shit.
Going to be pretty much perfect to find a couple of kills. Dashi will find a second to himself. Vivid can't find a thing. 3 from Dashi. 10 seconds away now for OpTic Texas. Complete control for ROKKR.
Oh my god, the comeback of the century.
7 seconds to go. The shots in from Awakening are good, but you need to start moving if you're ROKKR. The kill feed.
Oh my. Wait.
And Vivid can get in for the contest, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's still surviving. The rest of the team.
Oh.
Vivid has went massive for the team, but
And they win. Bro, what? That's insane. That's actually fucking insane, bro.
It's a 5-point series from last week is going to be in the backs of these players' minds. I mean, again, ice has been maybe the only sort of issue for ROKKR as of late. Game 5 is where you need the most of it, and certainly in this series, OpTic have had all of it. It'll be OpTic on defense for the moment. Nice little stack around the middle and B side of the map. That is exactly where that bomb is going.
Right up top. May well be there to cause some issue, but Linz has found himself in a little bit of an awkward position. Can he do something with it? First blood beckoning to the Frenchman. Manchester to get himself in a little bit more of an advanced spot. You'd imagine ROKKR are just going to hold tight and wait to see what Linz can do here.
I'm kind of surprised Pred never turned to look for him, and yeah, that ends up turning out into a Linz first blood, so they knew where he was, but they still let him through anyway. And now he just put himself in a cheeky spot. His team's going to be getting the bomb down, and now it's going to be a maybe 3v3 retake. Shotzzy catches the planner, but still a very difficult bomb site to retake.
Oh, it's awkward positioning across the map for the entire remaining players, but Minnesota ROKKR with the number advantage. Shotzzy making a play. We'll find one under Vivid. Can the rest of your team be here to help him? Dashi's the only one left. Smoke out on the bomb. If Dashi can find this, it will be huge for the team. Linz gets away, but Shotzzy.
Oh, Shotzi's gonna defuse.
Awakening
No.
eyes on. Shots in. Not quite good enough. Shotzzy then turns it. He got off the. Oh my god, Shotzzy. Big plays, a big moment.
Yeah, good fucking plays.
That can't happen. That can't happen. Shotzzy is too good. And I don't know if that's that someone on the team, I think, had to calm that. If Shotzzy thought of that in the moment, that's insane. If I had to guess, one of the players spectating there from OpTic saw what was happening on Dashy's point of view and said, Shotzzy, get off the bomb. Lins might be challenging you from top green. Or they heard something, or I don't know what the hell just happened. But for Shotzzy to hop off the bomb and find the kill on Big Wake is a godlike play. And Dashy delivers on the final kill as well. That is an absurd situation to be in, but Shotzzy, that is what he does best. That was a 3 versus 4 where he kills the planer and just commits, I don't know, wizardry around the B site.
He's a little magician that sometimes you just you question what he's doing. But, I mean, how can you ever? Makes it work that time. Shotzzy 3 kills in the round. The defuse on top of it. Smart play. I think it was Awakening who jumps off from the top event side, and then all of a sudden things start working out in OpTic's favor, which they just continue to do so.
Wow.
Shotzzy finds accuracy as well. B site broken completely open. I'm going down, not from pressure though. That will start to come in from ROKKR. Shotzzy will now jump on this bomb. Has to be careful here. It doesn't eventually go down. Dashy will find a kill on the Lins. Now it's Awakening left in 1 versus 2. It's eventually going down.
My
Shots
God.
Awakening look good, but the ones from Kenny are better. OpTic Texas 2 to the good.
I thought Kenny was going to lose this, bro.
Solid executed round there by OpTic. I'm still thinking about that first round. I mean, that is quite literally shades of exactly what was happening to ROKKR against Toronto, of like, they had just such winnable situations that get thrown away. Even that final gunfight, it seemed like Awakening had good shots, but Kenny behind the car just able to drop them. ROKKR right now, I mean, this is what, at least 8 rounds in a row in game 5s that they've lost, sort of thing. Like, they're just, they need something. They need a shining light. They need to get on the board.
Especially in the way that they've lost them, right? I mean, especially that first round. I think, you know, you remind us well of what happened on Invasion in that first round. Shades of that to a certain degree. Shotzzy now pushing forward. Texas are running.
Oh my.
Fred finds a second. And my God, that round is over as quickly as it started. OpTic Texas getting themselves high. 3 to the good now. ROKKR again and map number 5 are starting to fall apart.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have identified what might turn into the singular problem of Minnesota ROKKR in this moment. I mean, this just feels like, I don't know, like someone's doing like a voodoo spell on them, where they just turn into a different, like just the luck even is not on their side. Like, you just feel like they're going to lose every single gunfight. If you're watching OpTic's POV, you're just expecting them to win it. Bad juju on the map 5s from Minnesota. By the way, Shotzzy, perfect 5-0 start right now for the moment. I mean, obviously a map, if you get a cruise missile on, just utterly devastating. We might get pelted by 1 nade, but still just going to heal up and right back, doing what Shotzzy does best. Of course, the first blood goes their way. Of course, he knows exactly where accuracy is going to be playing. OpTic can take their time in this 4v3.
For all that the game's not going great here for Minnesota ROKKR, I don't think accuracy was going to position himself to let Shotzzy do that again. Seems like a distraction smoke. Over towards B side. Does it do anything here for ROKKR?
Awakening ready. Awakening's ready.
Alluded them to where OpTic may well be going. Plenty of noise here for Lins to deal with. Shotzzy will be dead to rights pretty much immediately. It made that a little bit more stressful than it needed to be. And Kenny gets there for the trade. Waiting to follow up with his own. Dashing
big shots from Big Wake. Holy fuck.
Great shots coming in from Awakening. And maybe they can just steady the ship here, Chance. They needed that round.
Yeah, no, if I'm Lins, I'm taking a deep breath, too. That was real close to being a problem. Shout out to that final hip fire bullet for connecting. He makes a fantastic play, right? Like, Shotzzy gets the information. You got accuracy on the bridge. You got Awakening, like, over back bricks. Let's just wrap this bomb over towards the other side. If Lins loses that gunfight, round is done. And I mean the first one that was, like, off cam. He, like, sets his team up for at least a 3v3, slows the rotation down. But even the second one that we did see, if Lins doesn't get that, very different round. So, again, Rookie of the Year, the shining light we were looking for from ROKKR, he has delivered us. And ROKKR, a completely open A side as well. Kenny, the only player nearby, and that's not going to really do too much. Smoke's out, bomb's going to get planted. A true 4v4.
Minnesota ROKKR, when they have got this side under control, all of a sudden, it does look difficult to break, but Pred on the flag taking his time, but needs to start making a move because accuracy will find Shotzzy as well. He's a very noisy boy. And Lins will find another kill on the Dashy. Pred now in a 1 versus 3. That just seems very improbable. Next kill's obviously massive for the side of ROKKR. They'll win around it, but if Pred can make this a 1 versus 2, not going to happen. Accuracy with the read. Really good round coming in from ROKKR. Calling it back.
Yeah, just to stop the bleeding. And again, like, that's a good play call coming out from Minnesota ROKKR. Just a nice little blind counter. Send 4 players straight over towards A. OpTic completely unprepared for that setup, and even for the first blood to roll through. I mean, it was Linz again, that first player for Minnesota to strike. So nice little bounce back is there. Linz Rookie of the Year candidate again, making plays. Still down, though, for Minnesota ROKKR, but if you're OpTic now, of course, the tide's turned just a little bit. Things aren't as easy as it once was. Got to strap in and play some clean Call of Duty. They're roaming towards this A site, and Linz is going to be that lone defender.
OpTic can't find the opening break. It's Linz again who actually comes in to help out through the mid-map, but maybe gives up a little bit of control over towards right there for the trade again. It's 4 in a row from Linz.
Big trade from Kenny.
Joseph Kenny.
Put the bomb down. Go back diner.
Split up from Minnesota ROKKR in terms of how they're going to attack this, but a 2 versus 2. OpTic Texas, can they defend?
Yeah, Vivid's going to get in position and then just wait. They're both going to have to clear out different things. He looks like P2 is mostly cleared out by Vivid. He's made the cross. Accuracy swung all the way around. You know these players are going to be doubled up around Ticket.
First kill will be huge. Accuracy information is there for OpTic Texas. Oh, and he's killed his teammate with the grenade. Maybe he could have went a little bit better for Minnesota ROKKR there, as OpTic Texas will close that one out. I think they always would have. The positioning was good. The bomb was down. Things are looking nice. Yeah.
How did that nade hit Vivid? What the fuck?
Accuracy, but I think it would have been a difficult position anyway.
No, I mean, that's just a free B kill for Kenny. Seals the deal. I don't know if the nade actually got the... Are you confident it was the nade, or it might have been the player?
I think it was the nade, you know.
Either way, Minnesota can't get that one. Linz, the shining light for the team, got you 2 in that round. Nobody else on Minnesota able to deliver. And OpTic have effectively stopped the bleeding. You're right back on defense. Sort of deja vu all over again, though. Once again, Kenny, the only man to look over this A site. They're trusting their retakes around A. And Kenny being a little bit more aggressive this time around, but the stun's going to back him down. So another 4v4 with the bomb down at A. OpTic trying to retake again.
Kenny. He's thinking about it, but he has actually just slipped in there. Finds the first kill onto Awakening. Now Dashi, over from the top red side, needs to assert some calmness over this situation. They need to start finding some picks. Shots is there to trade out the kill. His accuracy will find Pred. 2 versus 2. Next kill is huge. Linz just playing his life, as is Vivid, but Shotzi will find him. You know exactly where Linz is. It's a 1v2.
Oh my.
Tadashi are solid.
Oh! Bro, this kid is so good!
His Linz will find a second. 4-3. Back and forth.
He's a fucking rookie, bro. This guy's insane.
Like a buck in this situation. Huge moment for
Oh
ROKKR.
my god.
Bro, who cares about Rookie of the Year? Honestly, it's whatever. It's MVP. Maybe that we should be talking about. This dude's been out of control the entire series. Even in the hard points, he was sort of the guy. Like, again, you have a devastating loss on that Karachi control. It's like weird vibes going at a new hard point. Lin's opening break just starts to fry. Again, every round where they're on the back foot, Linz has been the star. And yeah, if I'm on OpTic, don't go to his side of the map. Run it straight down over towards B. Middle of the map under complete control. Stuns out and bound on everybody. And Vivid getting a lot of tags in, yet to find that first blood. As maybe a more default round is able to stabilize, but Linz is just a nightmare right now.
Vivid not having necessarily the best of games so far. Those shaky shots at the beginning of the round maybe showing it. Setting himself up and will find the peak on the Pred. If he can find a second kill on a Shotzi here, he would make up for some amends that haven't necessarily been made in the first couple of rounds. With 3 versus 3 now, Shotzi still staying alive in the middle of the map because, well, it's Shotzi, of course. Accuracy finds Kenny. Shotzi in such a stinking position here, but the smoke may well just help him out. Vivid just doesn't want any part of that gunfight. Shotzi continues to survive.
Look at this
Not for very long. What?
How did he live?
Say the Linz is on the hunt now towards the middle of the map in the chaos. You don't even get the kills to come out on top. Vivid gets traded as well. The flank doesn't pan out. Accuracy, last man standing. Bad news from OpTic. Maybe they don't have the bomb. Good news is you made it behind them. He's pinched in between 2 players, and they're gonna get the kill.
Good plays from OpTic.
Once again.
How on earth have OpTic Gaming won that round? Honestly, I just had Shotzi dead to rights. But I think the fact that he just stays alive and just be such a nuisance for the majority of the round, you can see him laughing. I don't think he actually believes that he survived as long as he did.
He shouldn't have either. Like, that flank should have come through a lot quicker, I think, from Linz on the red side of the map. Like, Vivid had to have just been begging for help, just dancing with Shotzi, but the call a little bit too late. 1 HP is all Shotzi needed to get out, and that is just another nail-biter round that ROKKR just cannot execute on. 1 round away, and this will be maybe, I think, our 5th reverse sweep we have had this year.
ROKKR don't want to be part of that stat line again. Oh, hey, Linz, once again, just being a menace. Couple of bullets in, just skating around red. Minnesota ROKKR, a lot of pressure over towards this A side. Big kill for Kenny to find. ROKKR didn't necessarily have an open door to walk through, but the potential was there. Pred will put the bullets in and just continues to survive. OpTic Texas starting to tighten their grip now. Huge moment. Linz will find it. Bomb goes down. 3v3. OpTic not too far away here. ROKKR need to get set up quickly. OpTic Texas also need to move fast. Dashi will find the kill onto accuracy. 3 versus 2 in favor of OpTic. Linz, Vivid, surviving. If you're
You can low-key just hop on the bomb there. Kenny can hop.
Shotzi will lock it down from Ticket. ROKKR making a lot of moves, but OpTic Texas yet to jump onto the bomb.
Oh, maybe he can't hop. Never mind. I lied.
Dashi the other. It's now left on Linz. And if anybody's going to clutch this up for the side of Minnesota ROKKR, it's going to be the young Frenchman that shots into the bomb carrier. It's going to land. Can he find a second gunfight as well?
Oh, there goes Shotzi.
Will he get there in time?
He got it.
It's looking like he will.
He got it.
Texas.
Yo, you seen his camera? His camera was insane.
6-3 in the search and destroy.
Damn. Oh, I gotta back this up real quick. Right here, look at his camera. Look at Shotzi's camera. Look. Yeah. Why'd he do that, bro?